And start. Thank you. The Architectural Review Board of the Town of Southampton now come to order. Welcome to the August 6, 2024 meeting. Ms. Doyle, the ARB attorney, would you read the legal regulations for our hybrid meeting?
Yes. Good morning. In accordance with the Town Board's adoption of Local Law Number 14 of 2022, the Board's meetings are being held both in person here at Town Hall and by a video conference through Zoom webinar. The link to participate in this meeting via Zoom can be found on the Town's website at the Town Clerk's Agendas and Meetings portal. You can also watch the live stream video and submit written comments through the Town website. For anyone attending via Zoom, if you wish to speak during the meeting, please click the raise hand icon. If you're here in person, when your application is called, you can come up to the table. Just as a reminder, please state your name and hamlet of residence for the record. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Ms. Doyle. Please rise, and Mr. Rump, the Vice Chair, will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mr. Rump.
You're very welcome, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Mr. Jankowski, the Board Secretary, would you please perform the roll call and allow notify us if we have a quorum?
Mr. Wright?
Present.
Mr. Taglavia?
Here.
Ms. Keys? Mr. Burke?
Here.
Myself, Mr. Rumpf?
Yep.
And Mr. Chairman.
Thank
we
you.
have a quorum.
Thank you very much. Did the board members that were present review the minutes of the July, I'm trying to remember which one was it, 20? When?
16th.
16th,
Yeah.
sorry. The July 16th meeting, and were there any errors or omissions?
I saw none, Mr. Chairman.
Right. No one else did. I didn't have any either. If there's none,
Motion
do
to
I hear a
approve.
motion to approve? Do I hear a second?
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded to approve the minutes. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. Thank you. Any old business to come before the board before we start on the published agenda? None? Then we'll start with the agenda. The first item on the agenda is a sign application, Farrell Companies. Is the applicant present?
Yes.
Would you come up, please? Yes.
Mr. Chairman, I have to recuse myself.
Okay, Mr.
this
Rump, thank you.
And also the rest of 1, 5, 6, 7 of the first one's substantial
Yeah,
residential.
and
So I'll be outside.
okay, fine, thank you. Yeah,
I'm gonna get some coffee.
yeah. Okay, I am the lead board member on this application. I'll give the board my comments and decision after the presentation.
Great. So we're here for a sign in front of 2231 Montauk Highway.
Just state your name for the
Sure.
record.
Brian DeSessa, attorney for the applicant. We're here for a sign that's proposed in front of 2331 Montauk Highway. It has been before the planning board, the zoning board. We've obtained those approvals prior to coming from here. We've also gone as a discussion to the historic landmarks board as well, separate from this board. So we're here for approval for a company sign that would be located at 2331 Montauk Highway on the north side of the property, south side of Montauk Highway, as shown on the site plan, a location which was determined by variance and planning board application. If you may be familiar, there was a similar sign that is located at 2317 Montauk Highway, the parcel immediately adjacent to the west.
Right.
The name on this sign is, well, similar to that sign. That sign has been changed. We came before it. That's a different tenant in that building now. The only thing that has changed since the last time we were here for this sign on the 2317 lot is the color is now what's proposed, commonly referred to as European blue, which is a historic color since the area has been designated by historic and landmarks. Not the building itself because it's new, but the downtown district. That color has recently been approved with another application for 2200 Montauk Highway. So we know we'll hear this board's opinion, but also from the historic board's opinion, an acceptable color for that.
Okay.
Internally downlit sign, so it follows the dark skies and the light.
So it's
the lighting.
internally lit.
It's the letters are lit behind them, so they're backlit.
Okay, this is not allowed in a Hamlet business.
Do you have a variance for the?
For the sign.
Yeah, for
We do.
the internal.
For
illumination.
For the lights to be lit, it was part of that application,
Oh, it was
similar
part-
to the application for 2317.
Okay, then we should
Give us a
should have
copy.
received that variance.
Okay,
which
I
we
thought it was
don't.
part of the application, so
What?
I can submit a copy.
Yes.
Yep.
That's because normally in a Hamlet business area, which this is,
Yeah.
internally lit signs are not allowed. They had to be externally lit.
They are, it's backlit, so the letters are
Yeah,
lit. So
well,
they're not-
even,
Well, I'm
intern-
just differentiating because
Yeah.
that's how the sign at 2317 was approved under the same code. So I just bring that to the board's attention,
Right,
but I'll
okay.
forward that over.
yeah, well, we should have the variance on that.
Okay.
So, fine.
I didn't handle it, but I can get a copy and forward it over to
Okay,
the board.
questions I
Yeah.
have now. Okay, how visible is the numbers at the bottom
They,
from a car driving by?
um,
Or most likely, emergency vehicles, are they going to be able to see the number?
they are. It's the same size and same dimension as the sign at 2317.
Okay,
So there'll be,
But
and there's a common drive pursuant to planning. So
right, okay, but there is a dip
correct.
going down from the roadway.
There is the area where the sign is proposed is on the uphill, so you'll be able to see the
Okay.
bottom of the sign on that,
Fine, all right.
on the northeastern portion. of the property.
Northeast, yes,
Yeah.
okay, fine. Okay, the color, is it gloss, matte, semi-gloss?
It's a semi-gloss. It's not a matte and it's not a gloss.
Okay. All right, fine. Okay, looking at it, could you, Ms. Doyle, is it possible to increase the zoom on it?
Sure.
Okay, fine. That's what I thought it was that, but I wasn't positive. Okay, yeah, I have no problem with it.
Thank you.
The letters are fine, and you've answered most of the questions. The only thing is
I'll get you a
the
copy of the
variance.
Yep.
That's one of the things that would hold up the application on this. Okay, Mr. Jankowski, comments?
I'm going to go with the lead in the area. The whole thing with the number thing, emergency services, it's because I'm in the fire department, so that's why we like to make sure we can see. The only thing that I'm going to request is that you don't have any ground shrubbery and stuff like that, so that
Yes.
those letters are
Good.
visible.
Not a problem.
That's
There's grass around it, but no problem with the
Grass,
condition of
fine,
that.
but you know how sometimes if I don't know, we
Bushes
have
and
some
stuff.
plantings. Yep,
Right.
that's it.
Okay. Mr. Burke, comments?
No issues.
Mr. Jankowski?
No issue.
Mr. Wright?
No issue.
Okay. Do I hear a motion to approve pending the variance?
I'll make that motion.
I'll
Do
second.
I hear a second? Motion is made and seconded. And is there any comments from the public on this? If none, the motion has been made and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, it's approved pending the
Submission of the variance.
submission of the
Appreciate that.
variance, and you would submit it to Ms. Meyer.
Very good.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, I have one other, so I'll see you shortly.
Not going far.
Not going far. Thank you.
Right. Yeah, I guess I'm going to see you again. Okay. The next item on the agenda is number 1, Reden Trail. And I've looked through Robert's Rules of Order. I checked with our ARB attorney, and there is an exception. And what I'm going to do is read all the addresses on this and leave it to the lead of the area to do the final approval if the board agrees to it. And I have to have a motion on that, but I'll start reading the numbers. One is, the first one is number 1, Reden Trail. Number 2 is number 3, Reden Trail. Next is 5, Reden Trail. Next is 7, Reden Trail. Then there is 11, Reden Trail. And then there's 53 Punch Bowl Lane. and 55 Punch Bowl Lane, and 57 Punch Bowl Lane. And the motion should be that Mr. Jankowski, the lead for the area, can review these, and we're leaving it to him since he has the master plan. And I just want to, if you want to make any comments, because you walked the site this morning, and is there any comments you want to make on this?
Well, the whole board did see the layout of the project. They saw all the different types of what the finishes and stuff were going to be, and how it's going to be laid out in for this area. They
Okay.
have an on-site mock-up, actually, of all the different finishes that I was able to see today, and then driving through, seeing the spacing, things like that. So, yeah, that's about it. It makes it that much easier if
Okay.
everybody agrees with it, because
And-
everybody's seen them.
And you accept the responsibility to do the final approval on
Yes.
this? Okay, fine.
If I have any issues, I can always come back to the board if something just
Absolute-
doesn't seem.
Yeah, absolutely, no
correct.
question about it. Okay, do I hear a motion?
I'll
on
make
this?
that motion to,
Yes.
Motion, and do I hear a second?
I'll second that one.
Okay, thank you. Motion has been made and seconded to allow Mr. Jankowski, the lead for the area, to do the final approval on all of the applications that I mentioned prior, and that he will be the final approval on it, and he has the ability to, if there's a question, he will bring it back to the board for the full board review. Now, is there any public comment on this? There's none. There's a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? None. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Jankowski, for agreeing to this, because it makes it a lot easier. Okay. Ms. Meyer, could you get Mr. Rump back? He's going to be a little shocked.
Great, thank you. Talk to the town attorney, so.
Yeah. So, you're a little surprised we've handled it that quickly, huh?
Yes, I am.
Okay, the next item on the agenda is 148 Middle Line Highway and North Sea. Are the applicants present? Yeah, Kevin, is there the applicant? I didn't hear him.
I think he said,
They're
hold on,
coming in.
someone raised their hand.
Oh, they did, finally. Okay, well, I can go to this part. Mr. Burke is the lead for this area, and would you review the application and give the board your comments and/or approval?
yeah, sounds good.
This is 148.
We got somebody.
Hi,
Hi.
I'm Lori Fontana, senior associate from Research and Architect. I'm here to represent 148 Midline Highway.
Yeah, could you speak up a little too, please?
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Is that better?
yes,
Okay. All right, I'm here to represent 148 Midline Highway. I'll share my screen at this point. Okay, we come before you with a, can you see my screen? Let's start with that.
Yes.
A 9,937 square feet house, Halifax, with black windows and black trim. For some reason, when the sun hits it on the rendering program, it turns it to this odd brown, look like everything is good. So please keep in mind that the windows, roofing, is all, and trim is all black. The mix between horizontal and vertical, bleached white cedar. And we do have, some stone accents.
What accent?
Stone?
Stone accents.
Yes, no.
Yes, on the front, my mouth. Over the front entry, that has a stone accent, and there is,
Kevin, can you turn the volume
Can
up
you
in
hear-
here?
I can't really.
You can't, Mr. Wright can't, Kevin, Mr. Wright can't hear her clearly. Could she either speak louder or could you turn it up?
her. I think it's us. Yeah, I think it's in
I'm sorry, can you, where did you hear me from? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, that's okay.
So I'll start over. This is a 9,937 square feet house. The roof is asphalt black, windows and trim is all black. There is a combination of horizontal accent cedar, with bleaching oil and, siding with bleaching oil, and we do have stone accents, especially over the, front entry, as you can see. And then when we come around to the back, that same, element comes through, and then we have the stone on the lower level accent underneath for the walkout. The flat roof areas is where we're having the horizontal. And are there any questions?
And I don't think I any issues with the design. Is there a site plan or a survey that you can show us?
There's strip fences in the.
Yeah, here's the survey.
We're scrolling now.
Okay.
You want me to stop sharing so that you can share?
We can see the,
Okay.
unless you have one that plots the proposed dwelling. Or that one,
There.
right? Yeah. Okay,
We didn't, yeah, you would have
There
that,
you
we didn't receive it in electronic format.
okay. How big is this lot? Do you know the size, the acreage of the lot itself? Maybe it's on the top of the survey.
It should be on the survey.
Yeah.
It's a very large, piece of property.
No, here, let's.
Okay. I guess my just last question was, is there a landscaping plan prepared, or in terms of what existing vegetation is going to remain on the lot, or?
I'm not aware of a landscaping plan.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Yeah, we looked, there's nothing on the sides.
I don't know. Kelly, is there at the top of that to the left, can that be
Yeah, it's 2 acre, almost 2
almost
acres.
2 acres? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think from it's a flag lot.
Yeah.
And I think this is in the aquifer
Yep.
overlay
Yeah.
district, so there are
Yep. and then
35% allowed
35%.
clearing.
Yeah.
So, from a landscape standpoint, I don't think we really need one.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
all right.
Okay.
I have no issues and would recommend approval.
Okay, fine. Mr. Rum?
I have no
Comments?
issues, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, Mr. Jankowski, comments?
No issues. Going with the lead.
Okay, Mr. Televia, comments?
No comments. I agree with the lead.
Okay, Mr. Wright, comments?
No, I'm going to follow the lead.
Okay, and I don't have any, I'm following the lead also. Any comments from the public on this? Okay, if none, do I hear a motion to approve?
I'll make
Or-
that motion to
Second.
approve, isn't it?
Motion has been made and seconded to approve as submitted. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lori.
Papers are sticking together, so. Next, we have 347 Great Hill Road, North Sea. And is the applicant present?
Yes, sir.
Okay, do you want to sit down and tell the board your name and your association with the project.
Stetson, project manager.
Okay.
I have renderings that weren't available till today. I
Okay,
apologize, guys. I have a couple copies.
that's okay.
I also have the the plan for the house. It's just, it's a stucco house. It's got, it's white, it's gonna be white stucco. It's got white, hardy plank on it. It's black windows, black roof. It's a flat roof. It's a modern house. No EPDM roof. I'm doing a truss ceiling on the second floor to hide all the equipment in the ceiling of the second floor, so there's nothing up on the roof itself.
Okay, Mr. Burke, this is yours also. He's the lead, and would you give the board your comments and approval?
Yeah, I'm just gonna ask
Or-
the same question. I think that this lot might also be subject to the 35% clearing restrictions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
35, no, we're a subdivision. It was just a
higher.
little over 50. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it
higher.
was over 50.
Okay.
Yeah.
Based on the size of the lot, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was a 1.5 acre lot, but they, I believe they broke it up and gave back to the town originally. That's how they got to that
Well,
point.
we just asked for that, and I'm
Yeah,
just
that's
asking in terms
in-
of screening, but, I think this is, Steve, don't think, you're gonna have any issue, no one's gonna see the house.
And all three houses are all modern houses going in the same spot. I just don't have the plans ready for the other two yet.
Okay. We'll look out for those, but I have no issues and would recommend approval.
Okay. Mr. Rump, comments?
I just wanted to be clear, there are 3 lots, right? There are
Yes, sir.
2 off of a flag lot.
They're
All
they're
flag
all
lot?
3 off of the same flag lot.
Okay,
So they
that-
come
that-
in, there's a section of Suffolk County, the little triangle up against Great Hill Road.
Okay, right at the bottom there.
Yep, and
Okay.
we come directly in where the red line is
Mhm.
to feed Lot 1, which is up against Great Hill Road. That's Lot 3 that's in red now. Lot
Okay.
1 is up against Great Hill Road. Lot 2 is in the center.
So the lot we're looking at
Is
right
the
now
in
is the
red.
one in red, the
Yeah,
one in the
furthest
back.
one.
Okay.
Furthest one back.
My suggestion might be, Mr. Chairman, if that,
Yeah.
when you come in for the lot that's kind of right on the road,
Mm-hmm.
if you could provide some screening, evergreen screening
Oh, 100%.
on the north side.
Yeah,
Just
actually,
bring that with you when you come,
Okay. I
All right.
can do that, yeah.
because then we can kind of move things along. Because
Yeah.
I think the other 2 are okay, but I
Yeah.
think the one that's close to the road. might
We're
need
actually
some-
set down the road, Suffolk County's, it's a hill. It's about,
Mhm.
I want to say it's about 14 feet from where we are to where the top of that hill is. So you can't be seen. The house won't
Okay.
barely be seen from the road to begin with. And then I did a boulder wall to hold back theirs because where my clearing is, it was like a hill that went straight up. So I did a boulder wall that went straight across there, which now gave me a 6-foot wall plus the 7-foot on top of there that's sloped backwards.
Okay. All right. But I have no issues with it.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Jankowski?
No, I don't have any issues. You handled everything I was thinking.
Okay, fine. Mr. Tagliavia?
No further comments.
Mr. Wright?
All good.
Okay, and I'm going with the lead for the area and Mr. Rump's comments.
Okay.
Okay, any comments from the public on this before do I hear a motion then?
I'll make the motion to approve.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Okay, motion has been made and seconded to approve as submitted. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. It's approved.
Thank you, sir.
Right.
Good luck.
See you next
Yeah.
month.
Yep.
Have a great day, guys.
Right.
You too.
Okay, next is 182 Lumber Lane, Bridgehampton. Come on up, yeah, the beginning and the end.
I'll take it.
Ms. Keys is not available for this, and I'm a little familiar with that area since it borders my area, so I'll be the lead for this.
Okay. Appearances, Brian DeSessa, 2331 Montauk Highway, attorney for the applicant. We're here for the proposal of a single-family residence on a 1-acre lot that is adjacent to the Long Island Railroad tracks, south of the tracks, but the tracks are to the north of it.
Right.
We're proposing a 2-story residential building, the roof being metal roof. I couldn't find a smaller sample for the board, but
Yeah.
that's our roof sample. The siding is clapboard stained gray. Windows trim is black. The AZAC is the trim on the around the windows and for the rest. As you see, it's tucked in to the north
This one
there.
right here?
That's the one right there.
Oh.
That's the
Yeah.
proposal.
That's the proposal. That's the rendering of the proposal and scaling it to adjoining properties and buildings, so you can see how it fits into to
Right.
the area. The driveway is a long flag that exits onto lumber more than 1,000 feet,
Yeah.
which is a shared drive, so it's a long way back there. With a pool, with parking, with a 4-car garage. It meets all zoning requirements, building requirements, and otherwise. So I'm happy
Okay.
to answer any questions that the board may
Okay.
have.
One of the questions I have immediately is, what are you doing for nose abatement there? Because you've got the railroad.
For noise abatement?
Yes.
There's nothing really we can do there because the way the tracks sit from where the property is, it's almost 10 feet elevated above. So we couldn't build a wall or anything.
Well, what about landscape screening?
We're planning on planting trees on that north side.
Okay, what type?
Arborvitaes, evergreens.
Okay, I'm gonna have to defer to Mr. Rump, our
Yeah.
landscape architect.
I mean, there's
there.
nothing that we can really do to
Yeah, I figured that.
a bit because of the height. Like if it was at level, you could do like
Right.
a 4 or 6 foot sound deadening wall. But because of the slope of where the
Slope.
tracks are, you
Understand,
couldn't
yeah, I
put
mean,
anything.
where it is, and it looks like you're proposing for it to be sufficiently screened, so.
Correct, from all the
the
adjoining residential properties,
Residents,
yes.
yeah, because
Yep.
it's a tough lot.
It is.
To be,
And it's across the street's the gas depot.
yeah,
There's large former farm buildings in the area.
well, you've got
so-
enough screening, so they're
It's-
not going to even know,
Exactly.
except for the noise from
Exactly.
the trains. Could you just pick this
Absolutely.
up a little bit? I just wanted to see how reflective it is. Yeah, it's fine.
It's more of a matte finish on
Yeah.
it than
It
anything
is.
else. Yep.
Okay, I don't have any problems with it. From what you've told me and everything, I agree with everything you're doing, and yeah, I suggest approval. Okay, but the other board members, Mr. Rump, comments?
I have no issues, Mr.
Okay.
Chairman.
Mr. Jankowski?
I don't have, what's the building that's like, I guess, at the front of the driveway?
Could you pull it back to which one? Sorry, where?
Yeah, keep going, Kel, like, so that one with almost like the quarter round.
So that
Yeah.
was an old potato barn that has
Yeah.
been converted to, there's car storage and
And that's it?
finished space in that,
Yeah.
yeah. It's a separate lot, but that's what that is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't have any issues, because, I mean, kind of what you
Big.
build into looks
Look,
the same.
kind of to fit in with
Yeah.
everything that's there.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, no issues.
No-
I just
no
didn't know
issues.
what that was.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Burke, comments?
No issues.
Okay. Mr. Tagliavia, comments?
No comment.
And Mr. Wright, comments?
No comment.
Okay. Any comments from the public on this? If none, do I hear a motion to approve as submitted?
Motion.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded to approve as submitted. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? None. Okay.
Thank you
it's
very much.
approved.
Have a great day.
Thank
Do you
you.
want
you
small
too.
pieces of this, or I
Thanks,
can
Brian.
take these?
Oh, no, you take them with you.
Somebody's gonna cut themselves.
We have too much stuff as it is.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got, it's on video, so
Very good.
that's
Appreciate it.
fine.
Thank you. Have a good.
Thank you.
Right,
too, man.
you too.
Have a good rest of the summer.
Okay. Okay, this concludes our published agenda. Any further business come before the board? If not, do I hear a motion to?
Motion to adjourn.
Adjourn?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? None? Fine. Our next meeting will be August 20th, 2024. And thank you, everyone. Thank you, Kevin.